would feel like, okay, you spoke to your ex, like, why?
Yeah.
I would say, why do you need to?
Doesn't mean they're going to have an affair.
I wouldn't be insecure about it. I'd be like, talk to whoever you want to.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's not going to make me insecure as a human, because if you want to be with your ex, then go be with them.
Yeah.
Don't be with me.
Yeah.
But I would just be like, why is this necessary? So if it was, they had kids together, that's the only thing that makes sense. But if you just want to hang out and talk to them, I'll go, that doesn't work for me.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
And I just wouldn't understand it.
And it's not necessary. If things are necessary, it makes total sense.
Yeah,
but it's,
why do you need to talk to them?
It's not necessary.
Yeah.
That's what I would say to that as well.
I wanted to ask you a question about self-control and self-esteem.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10 for you personally, 10 being high and 1 being low.
Yeah.
Where are you on self-control and personal self-esteem?
I would say about a 6. I'm not as high as I would like to be.
On what, self-control?
Self-control. I've got a lot. I never drink and I don't overeat and I go to the gym and stuff like that. But here's the thing. My self-control goes out the window when I'm angry. This is the thing. So
what happens when you're angry? When you're triggered and the lioness comes out, what happens?
I'm mean. And so the thing is, all of the thing is, I pray 5 times, I'll fast in Ramadan, I don't really swear, I don't watch pornography, all of these things are great. But the thing is, those are really what I do for myself. But when I get angry, I hurt the people I love the most. And therefore, I can't say my self-control is high. And as a result, I can't say my self-esteem is high because nothing hurts me more than hurting the people I love. So it's almost like a paradox. But because of my temper, it's gotten better. It gets better. I think I'm just lost energy and over the years. But when you hurt people because you can't control your tongue, you go back feeling loads of shame and guilt.
Afterwards, you feel bad the
Absolutely.
next day.
Whereas when you hold your tongue, there's no shame and guilt. 0. So even on a spiritual level, on a religious level, on an emotional level, when you can't control your tongue, what good is it that you can get to the gym at 5 a.m.? What good is it that you can avoid carbs for a week if you're hurting people with your tongue? And especially when, this is the problem, when you're like a bit of a, speaker and eloquent speaker or whatever it is, you're equally eloquent when you're being horrible.
Oh,
so you're
it hurts even more.
Even more, because you rationalize.
Smart and witty and
yeah. So awful.
So okay, you said 7 on self-control, 6 or 7?
6 or 7 because of my temper.
And self-esteem, where are you?
I would say 6 as well. 6
and
or
is
7.
it different with your self-esteem in your career versus relationships?
I derive no self-esteem from my career. 0.
You have no self-esteem?
0.
Come on.
Isn't that weird?
You wouldn't be able to create content consistently if you had 0 self-esteem.
I do.
So you have to have some self-esteem.
Confidence. Here's what I do have.
You have confidence?
I have confidence,
but not self-esteem. What's the difference between the two?
Confidence is my ability to get the job done. I can release a good video. I know that. And I can speak well on a podcast. I know that. Whatever it is. Self-esteem is, do I deserve this level of accolade and notoriety? Not really. In my head, no, not really. In my head, it's just like, do I deserve this level of, because I always say, and I feel bad about this, some people are like manifesting this for years and they've got a team and they've had a vision board and they've hired somebody. I never thought about being on social media. I have a bunch of spelling errors in every post because I don't even proofread. I literally post while I'm on the treadmill. I take 0 pride or energy and it just, praise be to God, just happens to land well. So my confidence is through the roof. I can do it all day, any day. I know that. Self-esteem wise, there's always an element, and this is why I have the imposter syndrome. And this is why I was so nervous when I met you. I was like shaking. I was like, because I'm confident, but I don't know if I deserve to be here with you. So that's where my self-esteem, for some reason, doesn't seem to catch up with my confidence. Not yet, anyway.
How do you have confidence in putting something out if you know people are going to see it, though?
Yeah.
When you know people are going to see it and they're going to comment on it and they're going to give critique, good or bad.
Good or bad, yeah.
How do you have the confidence to put it out there if you lack the self-esteem to receive whatever comes back?
I think it's just growing up as a punching bag that you're almost prepared for negativity. I think that's what it did. It created me such a thick skin that it's not that I'm posting because I think I'm so great. I'm posting because I can handle the hate. And weirdly, I get so much hate, and it's not weirdly, understandably, I get so much hate. And considering I'm relatively I'm not out here trying to kill your dog. I'm just literally trying to help. But I get such a disproportionate amount of hate for considering my line of work. And it's because I'm almost ready for it. I'm almost ready.